Hi, my name is Matthew Schoen, and for my Eli project, I wanted to do something about recycling shoes in the US. So I implemented a shoe recycling program here at UCSB. So let me get in. There we go. So the problem, I did track and field in high school. I coach it. I'm super involved in the sport, and the main problem I see is the fact that we go through shoes like water, and when you're done with them, there's nowhere to put them. You can maybe, if they're in good shape, keep using them just as day-to-day shoes, give them to like your neighbor. Um, but when they're actually done and you can't do anything more with them, you have to throw them out. And so there are companies like Nike who say on their website, just walk into any store and they'll take the shoes and they'll be able to recycle it. But in actual truth, there's only 4 stores nationwide currently that they offer that program. So I really wanted to do something to make it easy and simple for people to recycle their shoes without having to drive all over just trying to find one store. And so also here on the slide, I have some more information about why it's an actual problem. So the footwear industry generates approximately 17 million tons of waste a year, and then Americans on average are throwing out around 300 million pairs of sneakers annually. So just the problem I wanted to address was the fact that shoe recycling in the United States is still in its infancy, if you even want to call it that, and is inaccessible for 99% of the population. So kind of project overview, my goal was to create a permanent on-campus shoe recycling program. And so what I did was I created the nation's first university-wide shoe recycling program. So how it works is shoes are placed in an on-campus bin. We have 2 collection points, so 2 permanent collection points. So that's going to be in the lobby of the recreation center or the intercollegiate athletics gym, the ICA for short. And so AS Recycling will come and they will pick those shoes up on a weekly basis. They'll take it to their storage facility where they will sort the shoes, bag them, and then take them to the USEN mail post office to be mailed to Got Sneakers, who's a company located in Miami, Florida. Got Sneakers will take those shoes, further sort them to either be resold to underprivileged communities at a discounted price, or they'll ship them off to Fast Feet Grinded, which is a shoe recycler in the Netherlands. And so what they do once they get the shoes to recycle is they grind them down, separate out the materials, and then those materials can be used for carpet insulation, playground turf, just a whole plethora of products. And so just more general overview of the collaborations. So I have the 2 on-campus collaborations with the Zero Waste Committee, who does all my public outreach, and then AS Recycling, who is going around and collecting, sorting, and shipping those shoes, and then Got Sneakers in Miami, and then Fast Feet Grinded. So my mountaintop goal was to create a social norm in which recycling and or donating not only shoes, but really any form of textile is an individual's first choice when they're finished with a product. Coinciding with this is just creating a system which makes it easy and accessible to recycle. Easy, just as easy, if not easier than throwing away things. And so my SMART goal was by the end of the 2023 to 2024 school year, collect a total of 300 pairs of shoes. And so what I've achieved so far. So I've collected as of June 4th, 2024, I've collected over 250 pairs of shoes. I've implemented a fully functioning collection, sorting, and shipping process. And then I have 2 permanent locations on campus. And then that last little line there at the bottom is probably the most important. This whole entire project and program has been sponsored by Got Sneakers. They provided the collection bins, the shipping bags. They pay for the shipping to and from Miami and then to and from the Netherlands. So really cool. And so here are some moments from throughout the quarter. So in the top left, those are the shoes we collected from our first 2-week long drive, starting from April 1st through April 14th. I believe we had around 70 pairs of shoes that were fully recyclable. And then in the middle here is the article the Santa Barbara Independent wrote about the project. That was a really big moment. And then here on the bottom right is a picture of me with a bin at the Santa Barbara Earth Day Festival downtown. And so future plans. I'm really excited. I want to expand when I get back from studying abroad in the fall. I'm looking to expand the program to UCLA, UC Berkeley, UC San Diego, the rest of the UC system, and then hopefully like super long-term goal is go nationwide and just make this like a regular thing at college campuses. And then this summer I want to create a website for the program, so it just has a map of collection points And then as we add colleges, obviously those collection points will grow. More information about where your shoes are taken, and then also just a page about why it's important to recycle shoes, and like the dangers of just sending them to the landfill. And then a um, really big news is I've been in contact with the director of sustainability for the 2025 World Running Championships in San Diego. And she wants collection bins all over. Just alone, there's going to be 55,000 people racing. That's not including like spectators. So it's going to be a huge event where I can get the word out about the program and just recycling shoes and creating that education for people in general. So I'm really pumped about this. And then what I've learned from Eli, I've learned a ton. I've completely changed over the course of these last 9 months. But I think just like actual skills from a educational and professional level, just project management. I've never taken on an actual project like this, especially by myself. Um, so just managing my time and just being able to work on all aspects of the project while also managing my other 4 classes and personal endeavors. So just making sure to check in with people I'm collaborating with, follow up on emails, and then also coinciding with that underneath, just like the idea that things aren't simple. When I was meeting with Professor Zolt throughout the quarter and my mentor, Sarah Siedschlag, um, at the very beginning, I was like, this is going to be really easy. Just like this seems like simple. I'm just setting up a basic recycling program. It should be simple. No, there was like roadblock after roadblock. It took me like 2.5, 3 months alone just to get a shoe recycling partner. Um, so just understanding that like what may seem simple isn't, and then learning how to work around roadblocks that you encounter to ultimately get your goal. Then over on the right side, networking. I've learned a ton about networking, just not being afraid to reach out to people, and also just remembering the idea or learning really that more often than not, people want to help you get to and achieve your goals. Um, so just reaching out cannot hurt. The worst thing someone can say to you is no, unfortunately not, and refer you to somebody else who might be able to, at least from my findings. And then again, going coinciding with networking, I've become a little bit of an email warrior. The first thing you'll learn in Eli is that follow-up emails are necessary, and that's definitely something that I've had to get comfortable with. If I send an email now, I don't get a response within 2 to 3 days. It's like follow-up email, and then if you don't want to respond to me after that, maybe I'll send another follow-up email, or if you're not responding, I'm just going to walk straight into your office. And so just learning that, um, some people aren't the best at checking emails, and maybe in person they're much nicer. But yeah, just that whole idea of networking and just kind of going through people and getting help from people. I think that's a big thing that I've learned. So yeah, that's my project. So just yeah, just wanted to thank again Professor Zoll and Professor Pulver, and then my mentor Sarah Siegschlag, Peter Palmer, who helped me get the partnership with Got Sneakers and Fast Feet Grinded, and then Aiden Flynn from the Zero Waste Committee, Abigail Lee from AS Recycling, and then of course Got Sneakers and Fast Feet Grinded.